Your rear clamshell is two pieces. It is this bottom piece here, and it's this top piece, along with this cover. And you can take it apart. What you have to do is, this top piece right here, even though you don't know it, you can take a little screwdriver underneath here and you pop this cover off. It goes straight up. Underneath this cover is two little tiny steel stud pins. You can push those in or pull them out, and this will disassemble. Alright? And what we have to look for, especially if you got a Chinese knockoff model, something like that, what fails is this inner roller bearing. And you can take your finger in there and put a little bit of good axle grease on there, just a tiny bit. You don't want it to get out onto the face of anything and have it be thrown around the case, where it gets in the case, it gets on everything. You don't want that. But you also want it lubed. And you can see this says Japan on it. Now if you want to get one of these out, first thing what you want to do, get yourself a manual. You'll have to get a little presser gear to push them out with. Usually they don't fail, but a lot of times people don't look at them. That's the problem. Now you have a little tiny seal bearing on this one side. Okay? As long as we're going to do this, let's do it right. This is your rear axle. The roller bearing runs off right here. Right here. The sealed bearing runs off right here. And I'm going to put it on and show you. Okay, see that? Or I'm sorry, see that? Now when you put this back on, if you have a knockoff, or if you think there's a grinding motion or something like that in the back here and you can't figure it out, if your bike isn't running right, if it's overheating, smelling, whatever it is, then you want to take this apart, and those two bearings, the front bearing and the rear bearing, have got to work perfectly. Normally they don't wear out. I've never seen them, well I have, but they're not something that you got to fix or replace or anything like that. So you want to make sure everything runs is nice and smooth, like that. Then you want to take this off, and you want to check your, you take your little finger and stick it in there, and run it around the roller bearings, and see if there's any, if there's a damaged bearing, a destroyed bearing, or you'll be able to feel it. Also, this will tell you right here if there is a lot of damage here, then you know that this bearing right here is shot. A lot of people don't even look at it. They think, oh well, that's all one piece, it's no big deal, it'll take care of itself. Famous last words. So you always want to check your bike for little signs that it's telling you what's wrong with it. What we have here, if you see the belt marks right here, this is when the belt is stretched out and it's hitting the bottom here. Now normally they do that, they do that, okay? On strokers they do it all the time. But you want to check that. You want to check everything in here to make sure that it's not leaking. And on the other side, it's even more vitally important, because on the other side of the crankshaft is your alternator, which is right in here. And what happens with the alternator is, if you have a leaking crankshaft side over here, it throws out tiny bits of oil onto the magnetic field flywheel. And what that does is, if you're running at high speed, all of a sudden the bike starts to cut out at high speed, because the oil is affecting the electrical current of the dry alternator. Now I'm just telling you these things because I've run into them, and I've had to fix them, and I've had to guess. I've had to stay up all night worrying about it, and I've decided, since I'm an old man, I'm pushing 70, that I'm just going to share what I know with all young people out there, and hopefully when you get older you can share it with younger people. That's my job as an old man, okay? My job is not to get you to subscribe or sign up or buy my t-shirts or anything like that, which I don't have. I'm just giving away free knowledge. So I'm going to, from now on, it's very hard to do this one time, to make a narrative, to act like I'm out there in the world in the Philippines somewhere watching this, and aiming the camera and talking at the same time, and trying to do a good job, especially when I don't edit anything. I just post it. Mainly because I'm old, I don't know how to edit. Okay, we are going to take the clutch cage here. I'll go on the other side here. We're going to take the clutch cage, and little by little, piece by piece, we're going to put together the rear clutch after it's been cleaned, along with the spring, which goes kind of like that. And we're going to put it on the rear clamshell, which is right here. And we're going to put it all back together. Now remember, students out there, young people, we learn by doing. We don't learn by watching some other guy do it. And if you take it to some shop and you think they're going to hand this off to some 16-year-old kid who doesn't know the difference between a flathead and a regular screwdriver, they're going to charge you $85 an hour. And if they screw it up, they're just going to blame you. So you might as well do it yourself. What I suggest you do, if you were going to work on these bikes, whatever bike it is, okay, whether it's a Dio, whether it's a 600RR, God, man, look at those tires. Oh, I love it. Get yourself a service manual, not a CD. Get yourself a paper service manual. You can get them. They make 1 million of them, and anyway, you can get one for whatever bike you have. But it will help you in order to take off the plastics. For instead of taking off, look at that. That's Honda. That says right here. This is something Brothers something racing. I don't know whatever that is. Anyway, the guy put a whole bunch of neat stuff on here. One of these days I might even ride it. I love it. I just saw where you can get training wheels for these things, and I'm going, oh yeah, that's what I need. Get myself a TT BMW racing bike, 1,000 cc's, that they race at the TT in Isle of Wight, and I'll get little training wheels on it. Oh, I'd be set. You kind of turn into it. Anyway, I'm talking too much. And here's my little shop. You want to have good tunes, good stereo. Remember, don't lend your tools to anybody, because you'll end up losing friends, because you have to go get it back, and they won't give them back, then you got a blood problem. Anyway, I'm getting old, and I hope you like the work I'm doing. It's free. Dio, Speed Demon. Rock on. This time, it's for real.